Hey, welcome back, stackers, collectors. If you like gold and silver, you're in the right place. And also, if you like to buy online, you're especially in the right place because in today's video, we'll look at some popular gold and silver items that stackers like to buy, show you some of those best prices from some popular online dealers. We'll look at spot price, the dollar index, bond yields, all that coming right up, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So we'll start out over on APMEX.com, taking a look at the gold spot price. Now this is about 8 hours old. I did actually record this about 8 hours ago, so spot may have shifted somewhat, but I looked and it hasn't moved much, so this should be a pretty good video for you. So as of last night, gold price per ounce was hanging out around $1,933 per gram, 62.17, and per kilo, for those of you that have that much gold, 62,166. So a lot of things going on in the market over the last couple of weeks, which have, moved the gold to silver ratio a little bit. This is only over the last 24 hours, so not much of a change. But you can see as we scroll out to 1 week, let's have a look here at 1 week. On the gold to silver ratio, you can see that it is slightly coming down. The trend is coming down. Which is a positive indicator for silver. When you see the line coming down, that means it's taking less silver to make up for an ounce of gold. But when you zoom out to the 1 month and even further out, you can see that the trend is actually quite the opposite over the longer term picture. So long term, you can see over 3 months and especially year to date that the gold to silver ratio has actually crept up, which means that silver is still discounted as compared to gold. It does take additional ounces in silver now to make up that 1 ounce of gold. So back up at spot price, you can see we did have a little bit of a dip yesterday morning, and then as the day progressed, spot price continued to rise. Once more, looking at it over the last week, there's that dip. I made a video on buying the dip, and it'll become more pronounced here at 1 month. Yeah, you see that? Look at October 4th. October 4th would have been one of your better days to buy when gold was down around 1,830. And even so, on the 3 months, you could see that dip I was talking about even better. So I hope you guys did buy the dip if you're stacking gold, collecting gold. The big dip, obviously, back around March of this year, but it is nice to see these buying opportunities pop up from time to time for us long-term accumulators. So gold is up about $100 year to date. Not bad. All right, so let's go ahead and move on over to the silver spot price. Looking at the last 24 hours, you can see, we started out yesterday, not so bad. Had a little dip in the morning before the market opened, and as the day progressed, just like gold, went ahead and crept on up, getting closer to 23. Keeping in mind, we were down around, the low 21s, high 20s just a couple of days ago, that same dip. So there you can see it looking at the 1 week chart. We had a little bit of a rise. And a buying opportunity there, namely around October 2nd through October 5th. Obviously, it's a little easier to see when you zoom out onto the 1 month and the 3 month charts, just like we did with gold. So hopefully once more, all of you silver stackers, myself included, I picked up a tube of silver rounds and a couple of 10th ounce fractional gold American Eagles during the dip. So nothing too big. Didn't really dent the dollar cost average with those purchases. Not really. But maybe some of you guys went big. Maybe you backed up the truck and you were able to really bring your dollar cost average down on your stack. So what's driving these prices? Well, let's look at U.S. Treasury bond yields. And as you know, gold competes with bonds, right? Other stable assets. And those yields do continue to rise, which should be putting negative price pressure on gold, right? But these are very little increases in the yield prices, so not too much pressure against the price of gold. But it's still going up because we are seeing a weakening dollar. If you look at the dollar index, this is a index that compares the strength of the dollar compared to popular foreign currencies. And typically when you see the US dollar index increasing, you will see precious metals prices fall. When you see it rise, that's the fall. And when you see the dollar index decrease, mean going down, that's when you'll typically see your precious metals prices rise. So if we look out over a month, the dollar cost index is up. Year to date, it's up, which is obviously working against the price of gold and silver. So year to date, we should be seeing lower prices in both metals because the dollar is slightly stronger, but we did see a slight uptick in both metals year to date. So Looking at some options to buy, we're going to start out with silver and the 10-ounce silver bar. And I like this Longhorn 10-ounce silver bar over at Hero Bullion. This is a chunky looking 3/9 fine, excuse me, silver bar. And they do look like they stack nicely. Oh, wow. Is that a Hero Bullion? I think this might be a Hero Bullion exclusive item. It looks like a little Hero Bullion logo stamp on the back of the silver bar. It does make sense. They come from Texas. I like the 1+ quantity and the $149 for free shipping. So one of these bars, you're already getting free shipping. If you're more into the silver rounds, I'm going to show you a few options over at Bullion Exchanges. They are a loss leader, which is a dealer that sells at a very low price in order to gain market share. That is what they're doing. There's just no other way around it. I've spoken to several coin dealers about their pricing structure, and it's just no way. You can't make money selling precious metals at some of the prices that Bullion Exchanges does. So obviously they are looking to accumulate market share. But this $491.60 for a tube of rounds, that's going to be the best price I found online at today's spot price. Also at Bullion Exchanges, I've actually bought 2 of these tubes of American Silver Eagles from them over the last couple of months. Same thing, $554.60. That's going to be about the best price that I've found online. Keeping in mind, online you do need the $199 plus in order to get free shipping. But when you're buying 10 ounces of silver or more, that really shouldn't be a problem for you, because obviously gold and silver are quite valuable. So getting the full tube of ASEs from Bullion Exchange will save you some money. Now, if you are looking to stack a full 100-ounce silver bar, I really like the Germanium Mint silver bars because they're, first of all, beautiful. A lot of people like them. So if you got to go to sell, right? Knowing that a lot of people like them is a great thing because you've got more potential buyers out there. But for $2,403 for 100 ounces, especially a quality silver bar from their Germanium Mint, it's wrapped. It's got a holographic image. It comes in a box. I mean, what else are you looking for? You're not going to find those features with most other silver bars. So moving over to our fractional gold, I really like the 10th ounce gold American Eagles. Great way to get introduced to gold. And once more over at Hero, they've got them at $227.04. Keeping in mind this data is about 8 hours, maybe 8 to 10 hours old, so the price may have shifted slightly, but shouldn't have shifted too much. $227.04, not a bad price for a 10th ounce gold Eagle today, and you will get that with free shipping. Now over at SD Bullion, they do have a special on 1/4 ounce gold coins. Now this is going to be any design of their choice. And they do have a little, I think there's a little warning about that down in the description. But you could get an eagle, a maple. They show a Queen's Beast gold coin here. Perhaps I doubt you'll get one of those because the premiums over spot on those coins nowadays are much, much higher than your standard bullion coins. Hopefully you guys stacked away those Queen's Beast coins because, yeah, their value's really gone up. But yeah, here, you can see down here in the actual description of this sale that the images are just examples. You could receive one of those. You'll probably get like a polar bear, right, from the Royal Canadian Mint, or maybe a Philharmonic or an old Krugerrand. But if you want something new, you want something that's guaranteed to be exactly what you want, and not just whatever SD Bullion decides to send you. You will spend a little more, about $15 more, but you can get this 1/4 ounce 2024 gold Britannia from APMEX at a pretty good price, $536.57. And in my experience, APMEX has the quickest and best shipping of all the big online dealers. Wow, they've shipped same day in the past, sometimes next day. That's more common. But yeah, you can get your items pretty quick and discreetly from APMEX. So if you like big ears, obviously flip the coin over on the beautiful Britannia side. If big ears bother you, I'm not much of a collector, right? So it doesn't really bother me. I'm looking at it for the value in gold. This is the best price that I found for a 1 ounce gold coin today. This is coming from Liberty Coin. You can pick up a 2008 gold Krugerrand. Looks like they only have 2 in stock, but check out that price, $1,973.96 for a gold coin. That's going to be a little cheaper than most of your gold bars. If you've been stacking for a while, you know that gold bars are a lower premium option than that of gold coins. So seeing a gold coin priced, in the same range as bars, just about $50 over spot, that's going to be your best deal for a 1 ounce gold coin right now. Hopefully they still got them in if you're looking to buy a full ounce of gold. So hopefully you found this video informative. I tried to find the best prices on some really popular items and obviously bring you some information about spot price, the dollar index, bond yields, it's looking like, things are kind of settling down now that the conflict's been going on for more than a week. And we'll just have to wait for the next big catalyst to move prices. Until then, keep stacking, my friends. Hopefully you found a good deal. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for watching our video. I hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel.